Hello, students of class 9. Hope all are fine. Today we are going to study about chapter 6, the age of Guptas. Students, from this chapter you are going to study about the sources, that is the accounts of Fahian, Allahabad pillar inscription. Then you will study about the contribution to the fields of education, Nalanda University, science Aryabhatta, and culture works of Kalidasa, Diogar temples. Only this much you will study from this chapter. Okay. So now we'll start the chapter. So Gupta age is also called as golden age or classical age. So why it is called so? Because during this period there was a great progress in the field of education, science and culture. So that we'll study in detail later on. So then we'll come to know why it is called golden age. Gupta period as golden age. So first we'll see about the sources. So first sources is about accounts of Fahian. So students, Fahian, he was the first Chinese monk to travel to India in search of great Buddhist scripts. So at the age of 65, he traveled mostly on foot from central China and he reached India. So you should think that how much hard work he might have taken in order to reach India, because nowadays as people cross 40, 50 and all, they are not able to do any work because of so many diseases. So here at the age of 65, that too from central China, with the help of food, is coming to India. Okay. So he came in during the reign of Chandragupta II. Don't get confused with the Chandragupta Maurya and Chandragupta II here. So Chandragupta II is from the age of Guptas. Chandragupta Maurya is in Mauryan dynasty is coming. Okay. So during his stay in India, he went on pilgrimage to Mathura, Kanauj, Kapilavastu, Kushinagar, Vaishali, Pataliputra, Kashi and Rajgriha. So he stayed in India for 13 years. So during his stay in 13 years, whatever he had seen, observed, all those things he had written in a book called Fokoki. So according to his accounts, he says that Magadha was a prosperous country with large towns and abundant wealthy population. Okay, it's a very wealthy in population also, plus in wealth wise also it was very prosperous, Magadha. And its capital city was Pataliputra, and it was a flourishing city with a number of charitable institutions like hospitals. It was run with the help of citizens. So even though people were wealthy here in Magadha, they observed a very simple life and they followed Buddhist rules and conduct. So there were different religious people were there in Magadha, like Vaishnavism, Shaivism, Buddhism, Jainism. So different religious people they were living, and they did not had any ill will towards other sects. All were living very happily. Vaishnavism means people, those who follow Lord Vishnu and his incarnation, and Shaivism means people, those who follow Lord Shiva. So, Hindu gods and goddesses were depicted on the coins as well as sculptures and paintings. So, the penal code was very mild and the offenses were ordinarily punished by fines here. So, you can see here the criminals, they were not given any severe punishment as they were following Buddhist rules and conduct. The punishment was also very mild. So, from the above account, it is clear that Gupta Empire was prosperous and governed on enlightened principles. Next, we'll see about the next inscription, that is the Allahabad pillar inscription and Prayag Prashasti. So, here, children, Allahabad, earlier it was called Allahabad, then it became Allahabad. Okay, before that, earlier name was Prayag. Understood? So now at present Allahabad is all again changed into Prayagraj. Okay, this is a GK knowledge for you. Allahabad is now renamed as Prayagraj in 2018 by Yogi Adityanath. Okay, so we'll see why the name is given like Prayag Prashasti for Allahabad pillar inscription. Prayag is an ancient name of Allahabad as it is a meeting place or a sangam of rivers like Ganga, Yamuna and the mythical Saraswati. 3 rivers are joining sangam. So that's why sangam came here. Prayag. Prayag means what? 3 rivers joining. So Prashasti means in praise of someone. So that's why Prayag Prashasti is the name given to the Allahabad pillar inscription. So this Allahabad pillar inscription, it is written by Harisena. He was a court poet of Samudragupta and he was a Sanskrit poet, he was a minister as well as he was an important figure in the court of Samudragupta. Okay, so he has written a praising poem about Samudragupta in 345 BC. So which describes about the bravery of Samudragupta and inscribed on the Allahabad pillar. So this poem, it is about 8 stanza. Okay, Allahabad pillar inscription. The poem, it is of 8 stanza and you can see that there in this poem the list of kings and the tribal republics who were conquered by Samudragupta. Okay, defeated by Samudragupta, it is written over there. So the inscription is also important because of the political geography of India that it indicates by naming the different kings and peoples who populated India in the first half of the 14th century AD. So students, there is a box here that is so this box you read by yourself about Prayag Prashasti, it is given. You can read by yourself. Okay. So I hope today's topic, that is the sources of Gupta age, it is clear to you all. So thank you children, have a nice day.